When it comes to culture, which is what you're all about, culture is very important. The other fear people like me have is being swamped by Western culture. I call it the assault of modernity. And I go back to when I was a kid. What was I as a 9-year-old kid in this small country, I leave it a mystery, listening, being swamped with music from the Beatles, Rolling Stones, the guy who can't dance, Elvis Presley, etc. It was cultural hegemony. So in my book, which I'm hoping to write on the assault of modernity, I call pop culture essentially hegemonic, a destruction of everything that existed. The Bonos of the world, the Beatles, and this is, I know, sounds almost, what's the word for something that it should not be said? But that's what happened. We became subservient. As a young kid with Indian parents, I resented and wanted to ignore and reject all Indian culture because it was piped through me that Elvis Presley was the future. Little did I know there was a black guy called Chuck Berry who actually founded the music. But that is the cultural side. So on the cultural side too, I want to end by saying, because this is about culture, the cultural hegemony that is taking place at the moment is very deep. Most of the modern Asians all aspire to essentially listen to Western music. And I want to just use ballet as an example. If you're elite, you're well educated in Asia, Chinese, Indian, middle class, you send your kids to ballet. Man, don't go and learn some Asian bullshit. Chinese opera, who cares a shit? Kathakali, you all know Kathakali from Kerala? No, forget that. It's as old as the ballet, but if you're middle class. So the we needs to be understood in the context of cultural domination too. And the Asians and the Africans too, I would dare say, we're subservient. I'll finish on the note of fashion, and then that's it. So the assault of modernity then takes place in what we wear. Look at me. If I turned up here wearing a dashiki or something native, I don't want to do it because then I conform to your view of, here's the Asian guy, you know, hey, cool. He's just giving us all that we need. And if he says the right thing, even better. If he says the right thing. But the biggest fashion houses in the world are European. Where's their biggest market? Asia. Why? Because modernity from a cultural point of view in Asia is how to be white. Sorry to use those words. How to buy Dior, Chanel, and everything else. It's not to be Chinese. And so that too is the assault on the we. And I want us to be us and them. And last point is, 2 years ago I was on a panel in Europe with someone from Hermes culture. And they were talking about business. And he lamented the fact that China was growing, but India just wasn't. Because my God, these Indian women, they still wanted to wear those fabrics from India, those saris, rather than wear those Hermes things. And he said it as though it was just how the world should be. It should modernize. It should take on Western clothes and values, and it should be okay because it's good for business. And maybe have Indian women wearing saris for another 1,000 years, and not jeans and skirts and whatever is doomed to be modern, irrespective of what I think, because that is the culture. And if we can accept that, then we might have the we. And let's not then say they are actually oppressed, because they haven't really gone into those genes yet. And if they do, then they're free because they have been liberated from themselves.